Good morning, friends. Hello, hello. Welcome. And welcome to the replay. If you're catching me on the replay, make sure that you type in hashtag replay. Let me know that you've seen it. Put any questions that you have in capital letters, or be sure to send me a PM so that I can answer any questions that you have as quickly as possible. Welcome. Welcome in, friends. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining me today with this beautiful Couture design transfer. This one is called Bonjour, and I thought that I would play and see how things go. I'm going to do a new technique on a new surface, and it's going to either be fabulous or a fail, and I thought, why not bring you guys along for the fun? Let's just see how it goes. Good morning, good morning. Thanks for joining. Yes, please type in the chat bar, let me know, say hello, tell me where you're watching from, tell me if you're doing something fun today. I can see people jumping on, but I don't actually get to see who's jumping on unless you tell me that you're here. So if you want to tell me that you're watching, I'll be sure to give you a shout out. Wonderful, thank you. Oh, I hope you're all having a fabulous day. I know I'm having a great day after a fantastic week, and I'm ready for another one. Here we go. Monday is coming. All right, so I have this Bonjour transfer that is well loved. I have used it a lot of times. And when I say transfer, this is a silkscreen design transfer. It is made on vinyl. It is sticky back. It is repositionable, reusable. This one's been used quite a few times on quite a few surfaces, including some planters that I had outside that I did some decoration with for my entryway. And I saw beautiful design by my friend Ken earlier this week. He shared this and I thought, okay, I've got to try that. And he did it on a whiteboard that I don't actually have. So I decided that I would pull out some canvas boards that were gifted to me. This one is an 8x10. It says that it's triple primed, so I'm not going to do anything else to it. I have never, ever, ever used a board like this. I've used canvas pieces, of course, stretched canvas, but not on a board with Couture. So this is going to be a new trial and error. We'll see how it goes. I'm hoping that it goes fabulously. So the first thing I want to do, typically when I'm using this on a flat surface that is a chalkboard or metal or glass or even wood, you want to fuzz it up really well so that it puts a little bit of fuzz on the adhesive back of this design transfer. Now this one, being as used as it is well fuzzed. It is really probably on its last leg. I have used it more than a dozen times and on some pretty harsh surfaces at that. So I'm not going to fuzz it this time. I'm just going to go ahead and peel it off of its backer. I do like to remove the carrier sheet from the design transfer, not the other way around. That just helps me have a little bit more control. It helps me to reduce the static electricity and keeps the design from folding over on itself. And I have written on the back of this one, I've written the name of the design so that when I'm actually doing my cleanup from lots of projects, I know which one goes where. But it also tells me this is the back. I don't want to put the actual design on the back of the carrier sheet. The front side has a shiny side. It allows the carrier sheet to attach to it without being permanent. So I've written on that just to kind of give me a heads up. And I'm just going to take this and kind of center it a little bit on the board. It doesn't have to be perfectly straight. It doesn't have to be like... I just want to make sure that it's somewhat equal from the space that's left on the side here and the space that's left on the side here, but I do want the entire word Bonjour to be on there. And I've got a little more room at the top than at the bottom, so I'm going to go ahead and move it up a little bit. I'm not sure how I'm going to display this one, so if I have to put it in a stand, I want to make sure I've got room for that to go at the bottom, because I do place lots of things in our board and base. Our board and base is a separate base that comes with a 5x7 chalkboard that's double-sided, and I have found that that base fits a lot of different products, so I'm able to display my projects with that. Now, I'm going to go ahead and take a small squeegee. This is actually a mini squeegee, and I'm just going to go over the top of the silk screen, and that is going to take any air bubbles out. I've gone over it with my hands, of course, but I'm going to do it with this squeegee to try to get some more of the air bubbles out, because, as I said, this design is well used, well loved, and we don't really want a bunch of air bubbles in there. That can distort what we're trying to do. Now, the easiest thing to do, of course, is to do this all in one color. Any color that you like, you can do it in one color. You can do a hot mess technique with it, which is the next easiest thing to do. And that's where you take a multiple amount of colors, usually 3 or 4, and you put them down and you smear them around a little bit, and then you squeegee off your excess. It looks like a hot mess. It comes out beautiful every time. And that is the next thing that's really, really easy to do. This one is a little bit more tricky. I'm going to use 2 colors, but I'm going to do a little bit of mixing. Not a lot of mixing, but a little bit of mixing. And want to see how it turns out. I'm going to be using Black Velvet and Gold Shimmer Paste. I love this Gold Shimmer Paste. It is just fantastic. So let me take the caps off of those, and don't need any water added to it. So what I'm going to start with is my black. That is going to be what I'm going to use the most of. So I'm going to put some black on my squeegee, and I'm just going to apply it over the design areas. And I'm going to do that a little bit thick. You do want to work somewhat quickly so that your paste doesn't dry in your silk screen, but I'm going to be doing some mixing a little bit, so I'm going to go ahead and take my time getting it on here where I want it, and also putting it on thicker than if I was just doing a regular project. Normally what I do is, as I put it on, I also scrape off the excess, and I just move that excess around to the next part of the project, and that works really, really well for me. But because I'm going to do 2 colors and I'm going to do a little mixing, I don't want to be too sparse with the color. So I want to get my bird covered in black. Just love this design. Okay. Bird is covered in black, and I'm going to go ahead and put a little more on just to make sure that it doesn't dry on me. And now I'm going to come in and I'm going to do some gold. This gold is super creamy. It has a fantastic shimmer in it that I just absolutely love. And this is where we're going to do a little mix up with the black. And I don't want to contaminate my gold paste, so I'm going to use my multi-purpose tool to get some more gold on there. And I'm going to go ahead and put some down here so that I can move it around as well. And flip over and use the back side, yeah, so we can mix that in a bit. Oh, I'm liking that. Want to give it kind of an antique look. And then down here at the bottom, I'm just going to move all of that gold around. So that everything is nice and covered. Mix some of that black in. Oh yeah, that is looking really, really nice. Okay, I'm going to grab a different squeegee. This one is clean, and I'm going to pull the excess black off. where I can, where it's not going to be contaminated by the gold. And I'm just going to put that back in the jar. That's going to allow me to use it for another project. I love how you can get so much use out of one 3-ounce jar of paste. It's just incredible. Okay, so that's it. Doesn't look like much for now, but let's pull it up straight towards the ceiling. Oh yeah. Now my hands are really messy, so I'm going to make sure that I'm touching it in a place that isn't covered. And voila, there we have it. I absolutely love how that turned out. So cute. Just so good. It is better than what I thought it would be, and that's saying a lot because I saw this done by one of my friends. As I said, Ken Hess did this earlier in the week, and when I saw it, I was like, yes, I have got to try this. So I knew it was going to be fabulous, but I did not expect it to be just this good in person. It is better in person than it is on screen, for sure. That is fantastic. And that's going to dry really, really quickly. So I'm going to leave it alone. Not going to touch it because I don't want to get it all messed up. It is a canvas board, so I don't want to get smudges on there if I can avoid it. So I'm going to put the information for Couture in the description box below. I'm also going to put the information for you if you would be interested in finding out about joining my team. If you want to do this yourself and make money beautifully, we have that option available to you. Also, any of my finished projects that I do on screen, they are for sale. All you have to do is send me a quick PM. I discount everything that I make ahead of time that I do on screen that isn't already for a custom order, but I do shoot everything. So if I get a custom order, I go ahead and film that as well. So if you're interested, just give me a PM and I'll let you know what we sell it for, and if that includes shipping or if shipping is extra, and it really just depends on the order as to how I do that. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap things up and get ready for my next project of the week. Hope you have a great day, followed by a fantastic week, and remember, be good to yourselves, be good to each other, and happy crafting.